Hey there, it's Kirsten Roberts from the Business Project. Are you that person who strives for perfection? You pride yourself on the perfect outputs and the perfect work that you deliver and the perfect decisions that you make even. But do you know what? Get off that train. It's holding you back. You are trading perfect for success. Hey there, so are you that person that lets success get in the way of your results? Are you that person who slaves away to the wee hours of the morning, getting that last 5% out of that report, getting it looking perfectly, getting those results tabulated immaculately so it looks like the most professional report ever? Or are you that person who wants to make perfect decisions? I must talk to the alternatives. I must talk to referees. I must have all the information before I can make this decision, and this decision has to be perfect or I can't move forward. Or are you that person who wants the perfect marketing material before it can go out the door? That lead magnet that you need, that report or that webinar or that video that you need to get on a landing page and get out in front of your prospects, out into the world, you're not doing that because it's not absolutely perfect. So to those of you who are doing that, I say to you, that's quest for perfection, that's striving for everything to be absolutely perfect, it's holding you back from success. It's actually counterproductive to the results that you think you should be getting. Let's consider that example of that person who, wants to get more leads in the door. They want to get more sales. They want to grow their business. So perhaps they're developing a new program to be able to launch that. But they feel like the program's got to be just right. We've got to have it nailed before we can get out there and we can market it. And to you, I say bullshit. I say no, that is wrong. It is much more important that we're actually getting that information out there in front of our clients or our prospective clients. So if your lead magnet is only 70% there, if your website is only 70% there, if your landing page where you get people to register is only 70% there, it doesn't matter. You just need to get it out. Not only does it get in front of your clients, so they're actually seeing what you're offering and they're actually seeing what you can deliver. B, you're actually getting feedback from those clients. So much of what we do is a matter of refining as we're going along, refining in motion, and that allows you to start getting that feedback and modifying things rather than making everything perfect to start with. And C, do you know what? We're actually getting leads because we're delivering value so much more than what that client or that prospective client has in the first place. So if you've done your niche work properly and you're very clear on the value that you're delivering, it doesn't matter that your lead magnet's only 70% there because it's taking your clients to a place that they don't know about. You're giving them exceptional value. So that quest for perfection, that's actually a mindset issue. It's something that you need to break through so you can have the success and the business life that you dream of. It's actually getting in the way of you doing the right things and making the right decisions for you to grow your business. So what I challenge you to do is actually go back and look and say, okay, what are the 3 key things I must do in order to meet my goals or meet my perfect life that I've set out for myself? And focus on doing those 3 things. Make those 3 things a priority, but don't do them so they're perfect and you can't get them out unless they're perfect, but give them the priority in your workspace. So if your priority is getting more cash in the door, then right now you need to be focusing on leads and you need to be focusing on sales. And it's much more important for you to be having, have a 70% finished report or lead generation activity happening and getting some leads in the door and closing them and getting some cash than having no lead generation activities because it's just not perfect. I also recommend that you actually allocate time to activities that shouldn't be a priority but need to get done. So for instance, so many of us can actually fill up so much time with writing content for blogs, content for our courses, for example, content for our website. If we let it chews up time, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But we need to be focusing on those priorities to grow our business, such as lead generation and sales. So allocate a specific amount of time for your content, for example, and set the timer. Sit down, get it done. You know what it's like with a deadline. You make it happen, don't you? And you get it out the door. So those urgent activities, or those activities that aren't critical to growing your business, allocate a set amount of time to, knock it out and move on to the next thing. And finally, sometimes it's just acknowledgement that 80% is enough. I used to be that person who went to 100%. I used to be that person who strived for the most perfect work. And I want to leave you with this. It's actually a quote from my year 11 accounting teacher when we were going into our first VCE exams. His name was Mr. Clyne. And I remember this so vividly, and it's stayed with me forever, particularly during school exams, but it applies equally to work. And he said it's so easy to get the first 80% of your marks in your exam. It is so hard to get the last 20% of marks in your exam. So you allocate time to each section, and you stick to that time and move on, because the first 80% you can nail it, but oh my God, to get that last 20%, it chews up time. Then all of a sudden that's eaten into the next question, and you're behind in the next question, and then let's say in the third and last question you only get half of it finished. So that's 40% you've missed out on for that particular question, because you took too much time trying to get that last few percent that was so hard to get. Great advice, right? It's stuck with me forever. Thank you, Mr. Clyne, for that. So my challenge to you, stop letting your quest for perfection hold you back. Be that person who breaks through that. Know what you need to do to grow your business. Set yourself those priorities and execute those, and go forth, live the business and create the life that you want to live. Not even that. Live the life and create the business that you want to have.